Okay, we'll just use Telegram for now, and we'll just use okay. Well, let's get started. So I believe you can hear me. If you can, thank you for joining the call. This is yet another video, a product demo video by Quantum Automator. It's one of the products that we are working on, or we've worked on rather. And so basically, let's get started. So I have a few corrections to make. This is version 1.2 anyways, you can see. This is version 1.2, and it means that there are a lot of things we have modified in the new version. So it means that we are going to have to explain that to some of our users so that they can be updated with how the product works. All right. So a few things with the GUI, the graphic user interface, which is this part that you see right here. This that you're seeing right here. Firstly, is some of the data remain the same, which automatically means that you can still retain all the information that are there. But one of the things I want to highlight is this. I believe you can see my screen. You can see what the arrows I'm drawing. I'm just trying to take a screenshot, but I guess it's not coming on, but it's fine. So this part is where we have the version, the market information, the pair, the bid and the ask price, the current bid and ask price, and then we have the spread, and we have the direction. We're working to make this particular trading bot available to just provide signals. It means that it will just provide you signals, you take the trade yourself. It won't take the trade, because we've had a lot of people say, oh, that they actually took the trade and then they had a lot of successes. Some of them had 99% success. But the issue is the fact that if you want it to trade for you, you can get the bot. But if you want to trade yourself and you want the bot to just supply you signal, you can get it as an indicator. So we are working on making the trading bot BotsByQA to be available as an indicator. So indicator in the sense that it will not take trades, rather it will just give you the direction of the market. Okay, it's time to buy, it's time to sell, and then it sells. And also we've modified some of the logs that we have, some of the logging of the activities, and this is MT4 by the way, and this is just for the product demonstration. So we've also upgraded some of the login settings in the bot, right? And basically it's everything that you have: the candle time, the account info, the open trades, trade lot size. So we have the market info, the account info, or information, the trade information, and the log. Now, this close trade wasn't working initially, but we've worked on it, and currently you can click on it to close all the running trades. I mean, you can even put it anywhere just to monitor what you're doing, but once you click on it, it closes all the trades. But let me put it back here. So basically that is one of the developments we have. Okay, someone said my voice is low. Is it better? Thank you. I think someone said the voice is low. I guess it's way better now. It should be. Thank you for that. Okay. All right. I want to believe the voice is back. Okay. All right. Just a second. Let me check the settings and be sure we're good. And I think we are. Okay, we're good. We're really, really good. Okay. So basically, this is what the bot is about. And let me say this: many times, a lot of traders make the mistake of uh, giving an omniscience function to a trading bot. It's not. It doesn't work that way. With my years of experience with trading bot and forex market, it's not a one size fit all, and there's no omniscient strategy. Every strategy has its win and its loss. What you look out for is how much of wins it has compared to the losses that you get to make. So basically, I'm just going to demonstrate that and see how the inputs and the settings and the parameters you give the bot is what is going to is the result you get. So see the bot, like it is called, it's a robot. So what you do is you train it, you give it what you train it to what you want it to do, you give it information, and oh, this is what I want you to do, this is what I want to do, and the bot does it for you. So let's just take a look at it. All right, so I've explained to us that we have the recent log. We've made more information about the how the bot work, the most of the logic of the bot, if you can understand it. You see they are currently here, they are logged here, and I believe if you understand them, you can you can find your way around them and read them and understand how how the bot works. All right, so that said, I'm going to just do a back testing. So in the back testing, I will just test it on gold. But the version 1.2 works on BTC. It practically works on every of the trading pair. It works on all the trading pairs, but majorly we still won't focus on the BTC and just the gold. We're currently testing it on other currency pairs like BTC JPY, as you can see on my chart here, BTC USD, and US 100, yes, US Tech, NASDAQ. We want to try it on and see the configuration we can use to achieve the best, both the conservative and the aggressive settings. All right. So let's move straight to that. I'm going to be back testing it based on the August data because this is how you back test. In your trading terminal, you go to, because I just want to explain that so that you can see. Your trading terminal, you go to view, and then you see strategy tester. Now, when you click on strategy tester, or you just you hold your control and R, and then you have control R, and then with that you can go to your settings. There are two things you can backtest. You can backtest an indicator, you can backtest an expert advisor. In this case, we're backtesting an expert advisor, and it's an executable file, means EX4. It's executable. It's the raw code. It's the raw code that is not executable. That is the one you have to you work on and you buy. So let's get started. Now I've already selected the bots that we're going to work on, BotsByQA, the expiry version, and we just want to select the date. We'll be using August 1st to the 9th, till today's date. Yeah, I want to test it till today to see. So if I funded a particular amount from the beginning of August and till today, what am I expecting to make with the settings I'm going to use? So I'm going to be trading it on 5 minutes. I can trade it on 1 minute. The lower the time frame, the more aggressive the trading bot is. Yeah, the higher the time frame, the less conservative it is. So for example, in the expert properties, I'm going to select 0.01. Every of the details you have there remains the same. And by the way, this is the latest version where we just use a global stop loss and we're not having a drawdown. So it's the same trading logic, but don't mind that. I'm just turning that off. I'm not using that today. All right. So then we have the work hours. Many times for people with small accounts, I suggest you stay off Asian session. You just stay with the New York and the London session and just stay with it. That said, let's move to the multiplier. This lot multiplicator is when you are using the martingale. For the martingale, if you are using the martingale, you need to turn off the use fixed lot size. Once you turn off this feature, you automatically start using the martingale. We've sent out documents to clarify all of this previously, and I want to believe that you have read it and you understand how it works, and then you are doing well with it anyways. So basically, let's continue from where we are. So I'm going to set it to true because I'm not testing the martingale in this case. I'm just trying to show you guys a demonstration of the particular close all feature where you can close all the trades. Now for these settings, I'm going to be using a take profit of 100 points. 100 points in the gold settings would be $1 per trade. I believe strongly. Result, yeah, $1 per trade. All right. So if I should set this to 300, it means it will target what I'm selecting is not visible. Good Lord. What? I'm so sorry, guys. This is uncalled for. Oh, good Lord. Just a minute, I guess. Please, if you have any issue, just always let me know, and then I would. Only this current screen is visible. Wow. Okay, I guess I have to just go live without the. Okay. Just a moment, guys. What? Okay. Okay. Please, can you confirm if you can hear me now? In the comment section, you can just send it to me in the comment section, and that you can see my screen now. If you can, okay, great. I think you can see my screen now. I'm so sorry. I have to go back to the beginning to explain all I've said. This is bad, but it's fine. Let me quickly run through what I've said earlier because of, for the sake of, all right. Thank you, Sajid. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Sajid. All right, so this is what I was saying before I got cut off from the stream. I said we have a feature in the version 1.2. This feature closes all the trade. This feature, when you click on this, it closes all the trades at a time with a snap of a finger. All right, and then we also have the recent all the information that are there. They remain the same thing. We have the market info, we have the account info, we have the trade info, and we have the recent log. And I said we've updated the log to cover much more information about the logic of the bot. All right, so with this, you are able to monitor information of what is going on with the bot, and I'm going to demonstrate that. And I also said that this new bot, this version 1.2, it can trade BTC, it can trade BTC JPY, it can trade US Tech, US 100 index, it can trade NASDAQ, it can trade any currency pair. I mean, it trades any currency pair, but we have to give you the settings, except you know how to do that yourself. and I was going to explain how to do a backtesting. So a backtesting is when you I'm currently in the MT4 terminal. So what you do is you go to view, and then you see strategy tester, and you click on strategy tester, and with that it brings you this tab or this menu, and then with that you are good to go. So what I'll do is you can backtest two things: an indicator and an expert advisor. And I said we're trying to also make this into an indicator that will tell you when to buy, when to sell, so you can make the decision yourself. All right, and then we have where you select the bot. We have this is the bot. We have many other bots we are working on with the developers. They just get it to me. I vet it and whatnot, but that's within our organization. So I'm currently going to test it on gold, and I'll use August and on the 12th of today. That's today's date, and I'm going to test it on the 5 minute time frame. I can go on 1 minute. 1 minute will be more aggressive, but I'll just do it on 5 minutes. And I said this is the place where we have the input section. For the sake of this, I'm going to just run it on $500. So I will see what it can turn $500 into between the space of 1 month and whatnot, with or without my intervention. So in the input section, you have a few things. This is the latest update. We have what we call the global stop loss. We remove the daily drawdown and just call it a global stop loss. Global stop loss, when you set it, it calculates the percentage of your account, and then it closes your trade, and it continues trading. Maybe I will have the time to demonstrate that today. All right. So oh hell no. Okay, I see where the issue is. It's not capturing. Okay. Just a moment. Let me share everything on my screen. I guess let's see where the issue is from. Window. Okay. Delete. Okay. Just a moment. You need to display this, and then bring it here and make it obvious. Alright. Okay. I guess there's an issue with the software I'm using to stream to capture the input tab. It's not capturing the input tab, and which is bad, which is really bad, and I don't want that, because I want you all to see my tab. I want you to see my tab. I want you to see my input tab, which is the main thing. Without that, oh, perfect. Okay, perfect. All right. You should be able to see my screen now. And oh, great. Okay. Now this is the input tab. Oh, great. All right. Now in the input tab, as you can see here, great. This is great. We have the fixed lot size. If you turn this to false, it means you'll be using the martingale. If you turn it to true, you will not use the martingale. And then you can choose the lot multiplicator or lot multiplier to multiply your next trade just to recover fast. I've tried the martingale once upon a time, but I guess I won't do that. You can just check for the videos where I've already explained the martingale. Now, to enable this stop loss, this is the new feature. You can have an amount, a global stop loss. Let's say if you have a $500 account and you set your global stop loss to be 1%. So once the total trade is moving against you by 1% of your total account, it closes those trades and it continues trading. Even though when I trade gold, because of the nature of gold, I don't like to use that because gold can be very crazy. I just prefer sometimes to monitor and sometimes maybe to set a larger stop loss because of the nature of gold. Gold can take your stop loss and still go your way. It's just what it is. So we now have a global stop loss that closes your trade automatically, and then we have the take profit. The take profit currently is 100, and this 100 means that the bot will be taking $1 per candle, provided things are going your way. So if you have all things being equal, really, if you're on a 5-minute candlestick in an hour and all the candlestick are green in the buy market in an uptrend, and all the candlestick are buying, it means that you are expecting to make 1 multiplied by $12 in an hour, $12 in 2 hours, $24, and it keeps doing like that. But the beauty of this is many times trade doesn't work like that. So we train the bot to still make profit regardless, because the market doesn't go on a straight line. As a trader, you know. Yes, please, can you confirm, Sajid, if you can see my screen? I believe you should be able to see my screen now. Please let me know. Please confirm if you can see. I'm waiting for Sajid particularly. He needs to confirm that he's one of our top viewers. All right. So because this is the current tab I'm showing, right? I guess you can. Okay. So the take profit is 100 points. 100 points on gold is $1. 1,000 points is $10, which is way too much. I will demonstrate how it's possible to trade $1,000. I mean 1,000 points on these very bots. It means you are making $10 per trade. It's very possible. But okay, thank you, Sajid. Thank you, Sajid. So, but you have to trade it on a very high time frame. I will show you that shortly. So, and this is for people with big account. If you have a 10,000 account, 50,000 account, you can increase the lot size, and you can earn a lot by doing that. So let's just and the trailing stop is true, and the trailing start is 50. So once the trade moves in your favor by 50, you immediately the bot automatically locks your profit and it starts to trail. So the minimum you're expecting to make out of the profit once you cross 50 is 50 cents. All right, so you can reduce that. So these are things you can experiment with as a trader, and this is why we give 2 bots, 1 demo and 1 live, so that you can take your time. And we even add more days for the demo account and for the live account, so that you can have more days to experiment with the bot. Like I used to say, that the bot is a tool, and as a tool you have to learn how to use it. If I give you a knife and say you should go hunting, you have to learn how to use the knife to hunt. If I give you a gun and say go and hunt, you have to learn to hunt. You have to learn to use the gun before you go to the battlefield. And as a trader, trust me, we're on the battlefield, because you are battling with high institutions, you're battling with people with you're battling with whales, high institutions, you're battling with government, people who own the resources, particularly gold. Many countries' reserve is in gold, so you're battling with them on the prices. So you need to be sure and be able to learn how to use your tool with the little money that you have. Even if you have 10K, it's little money. $10,000 is little money compared to how big institutions trade. All right, and the 12 step and the step. Now the recovery step is 100, because I wanted to take the recovery step is many times people have messaged me and they say, oh, this bot is trading against the trend. Not really. It's a recovery strategy. Honestly, it's not 100% perfect, but it's been 90% effective. So, and then for the max trade, which is one of the things I'm going to emphasize today, for the maximum trade, we train the bot to be able to recover with 10 trades, but that was version 1. But version 1.2 now, even with 3 maximum trades, you can easily recover your account. It means that the bot will not open more than 3 trades to recover. So after the first trade and it doesn't win, he takes another trade to cover up for it, and he adjusts the TP to make sure you still leave the market profitable. And then provided the trend is still down, or provided the trend, it still take the third trade and it stops taking trade. But if I set it to maximum of 10, it means that it will take a maximum of 10 trades in a bit to get back and recover the profit for you. Lastly is the trend. This is where the issue is really for many people, and because of the trend filter that we added to the bot, it observes the market. It's more like it's a learning phase to the market. So the bot will be learning from previous action, previous candle activities, before it can decide to tell you if you should buy or sell, or before the bot will take the decision to buy or to sell. And you can choose any number. For example, if you are choosing 14, it means you want the bot to use a number of candlesticks, to judge the trend, and alongside the trading time frame and the minimum ADX. Now the trend is the ADX trend. I usually recommend 40 or 30 if you want to be aggressive, but 30 to 70 is fine. ADX strength is used to judge the strength of a trend or the strength of a trend, how strong it is. Some trades can be weak. For example, if you look at the screen at the back of this, you see there is 21. I will just show you that in the course. So for today, usually I use 5 minutes. It means I let the bot take the trade based on the 5-minute time frame. But because there is noise, there are a lot of noise in the 5-minute time frame, and one of the users who started using 1 hour, sent it to the support and says, since he's been using the 1 hour for the time frame analysis, it's been the best. It's totally the best. So someone that is using 1 minute, the person will get a lot of signals, a lot of buy and sell signal, compared to someone that uses 5 minutes, compared to someone that uses 15, 30, 1 hour. So the current time frame that the time frame that you use determine how much of signal you get. So when you buy the bot, and for maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, it's not taking a trade, it's because of the time frame. It's currently studying the market. So it's not the bot, provided you have turned on the auto trading. There's a place you turn on the auto trading, which I'll just leave to for another day, but is in the manual that we sent to everyone, so you can easily go through the manual, right, and check to it. So let's get back to this place. So I will be using 1 hour today, and with 1 hour as my time frame for analysis, pay attention, I will be using 1 hour to determine the trend. It means that it will not be quick to pick the trends, it will be slow to pick the trends, but I can be assured that it will not give me too much of false trend. All right. So, and I'll use 30 minutes. And like I said, what else? Maximum trade will be 3. I will set, okay, let me start the maximum trade with 5. Okay, let me just stay with 3. All right. So that is that with that. Okay. So having done this, we can now, move back to our chart. All right, let's move back to the chart. Let me take you there. Okay, so here we are. I believe you can see my screen. Just a moment. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I believe you can see my screen now. Okay. All right. Great. So let's get started. I've set it up. We are going to start from okay, this is another bot that we're working on. This one trades, and the trade is on profit, but it's going to lock the profit, right, because of the strategy of the trade. Okay, I guess the market is closed. It's on profit, by the way. This is another bot that we've worked on, and as you can see, it's currently on profit here. So let's get started. I will just click start on 5 minutes. Okay, now here we go. Let me set it to black PA so that we can see it. And we're starting today. This is July 31st, and we can easily I paused it so we can see. I guess you're ready. Let's go. All right, this is on a 5-minute time frame, and we are testing the. So can you see now, if someone should get the bot August 1, and for like 5 hours or for like 1 hour the bot is not taking a trend, bro, you should clearly read it. It says no entry, waiting for a clear trend. That is pretty straightforward. So long you've turned on the auto trading here, it means you can wait. So it's waiting, and the ADX is 27. The ADX has to be minimum of 30, and then the current market trend has to exist. If it says there's no current market trend, it will not take the trade. If there's a current market trend and the ADX is not 30, it will not take the trade. So these are things we put in place to ensure the bot is working optimally. So let's continue with the bot. All right, it started taking trade straight on. Why? Because all right, can you see this is the ADX 27, no trend, no trend. The current market trend is no trend, and then it says downtrend, but in the overall current trend there is no trend. So it has taken the first trade right here based on the entries. But this is the forex market, anything can happen. I mean, absolutely anything can happen. So what it does is that once it takes a trade, and maybe because of the news something happened and there's a change in the trend, it automatically recovers the trade for you if you don't want to close it in loss. So what it does is it adds the trade to recover, and it then begins to calculate smartly. It begins to look for previous levels where the price can get to. For example, if you observe, this red line is the TP, right? And that is a very valid level, right? Can you see? This is a level. This is a valid level. The place it entered is a valid. So that's what the bot does. So let's continue. So you begin to trade, and then it closes it on profit for you. Can you see? So it's going to come down to close the trade right there. All right, and many times some broker can be manipulative where they won't allow the trade to hit your TP, because actually the trade should have hit the TP right about here, but it did not hit the TP. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, perfect. So it was supposed to get a TP, of course, maybe a little bit far, but with this candlestick I expect it to get a TP. All right, so now the trade has closed, and for the day you've made $7 profit. For someone that I know in my DM, one of these consistent loyal customers that we have, loyal client, he targets $5 per day and is okay with that. So, but I mean, if you want to buy a bot, why target $5 per day? Or based on your, if you want to do it for lifetime, $5 in a year, if you calculate it, it's not a small money. So depends. All right, so now currently it doesn't detect any trend. All the moving averages are seeing it a downward trend, but based on the trading bot's observation, it did not see a trend, so it will not take the trade. All right, so let's move on. It keeps analyzing the market. All right, and it keeps doing that. Yep, still no clear trend. Now this was a news. This was one of the NFPs, the NFP days. It did not pick the trend because nothing, no issues, no under pressure, just doing its thing. All right. And by the way, it has started picking a trade because it sensed there is a movement, and you guess it's still trading. right? So for the day, we've made $20 profit. I'm going to find a time to use the close feature trend, the feature to close the trade and whatnot. But basically, it's closing the trend. Now, if I was using the 10 maximum trade, or maybe where it can open 5 trades, it will have closed the trade based on one of the logics we defined in it. It will have closed the trade. But I can close this trade if I think it's going to drop. Maybe you looked at this place and you see the uptrend is downtrend, and this uptrend is also downtrend. You can close the trade, but since it's still an uptrend, I'll just let it do its job. Can you see it uptrend? So the bot knows exactly what the market is going to do. It does its job. It predicts it well, and right. And the new week, for the month, it's made $42 in the month already, and yep, it's still uptrend. I'm going to show you how, when I notice it's no longer uptrend, I will manually close the trade. Although you can leave the bot once you set your daily drawdown, make sure it has a lot of breathing space, because gold sometimes can take your stop loss and then it still goes back your way. So this is for the month of August, by the way, last month, for the month of August. So when you see the result I post the result on the Telegram channel. This is exactly how it is happening. Live. So the backtesting is just to replay and show you the bot's performance. All right. Right. So for the month, we've made $45. It means you've already made back the money you paid for the bot. So if you paid 50 within the first 4 days, within the first 4 days, you're already making back the money you paid for the bot with, provided you have a $500 capital anyways. And with the three drawdown settings, you are absolutely good to go. Absolutely good to go. All right. The bot is still observing the market for a whole day, right? So for the whole day, it keeps observing the market. Remember, we are using 1 hour as the time frame analysis. So the bot is using the time frame 1 hour or the 1 hour time frame to judge the trend, which I believe is more reliable. So if the 1 hour time frame is a sell, the bot will be taking the trade on the lower time frame, 5 minutes. So you are using 1 hour for your analysis. You are using 5 minutes for your entry. But interestingly, you can use 5 minutes for your entry and also 5 minutes for your analysis, but it will be full of too many aggressive. So it will be too aggressive and too much of the noise. So basically just do that. All right. So for 2 days, because between the first day, the fourth and the fifth, it has not picked a trade. An impatient trader would come to my DM and complain, oh, this bot is not taking trade. You just need to be patient. You're missing all the moves. Yeah, that's the strategy you chose. If you want to be more aggressive, you choose a more aggressive strategy. What really matters is what you make at the end of the month, right? What really matters is what you made at the end of the month. So basically, we are still going strong. All right. And 1 hour can be very funny. Sometimes you may not get a clear trend in the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, we're still going. Now, this is the third day. So it means for August 4th, August 5th, and August 6th, it did not take any trade. Nothing is wrong with the bot. The bot is fine. It's just the market. So the bot is still observing the market. So you can't force it to do what does it want to do. You can see that the ADX trend is actually 19, 14, 23, and whatnot. But the moment he gets to see a trading opportunity, he goes for it. He goes for it. So let's see. It's still going. That is the end of the third day now, from August 4th till August 7th. It did not take any trade because we are using it on a 1 hour time frame. So we are using 1 hour to judge the analysis of the trend. So you need to be patient if that is what you're doing. All right, you need to be patient. So until he gets a trade, you see, it's just there. It's just observing the market. All right, it's just observing the market. No, so I mean, sometimes you can view it from the perspective of, oh, I'm losing out in all those moves. But yeah, if you master the bot, you can switch it down to lower time frame and let it pick trades. Of course, tighten up the target for the day, and so you won't miss out for some of the big moves that we are seeing here. But basically, is um, currently I'm trading gold. James, you're asking the pair I'm trading. This is gold. So let me pause it so I can attend to your question. I'm trading gold at the moment. All right. Are we still live? Perfect. We're still live. All right. So let's continue with the back testing. So I'm currently trading gold, and the gold pair is very volatile. It makes a lot of moves per day. But this current setting I'm using is a conservative settings. I'm using 1 hour as my time frame for analysis, and my entry is on is on is on 5 minutes. So automatically, it means that, okay, great. Now hold on. The last time the bot took a trade was uh, was August 4th. This is the last trade, August 4th, by 4:20 in the evening. Yeah, in the evening. And then because we are using 1 hour as a time frame, all these moves, it did not do anything. And if you really look at it on a 1 hour time frame, this is not even a candlestick. It's just moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So between here and here, it did not detect any trend. But if you were on a lower time frame, if you're using maybe 30 minutes or 15 minutes for your analysis, you will have more noise, right? But you will see more signals, you will see more entry opportunities. But you will have fake ones, you will have good ones. So I can rely a little bit more on the one for higher time frame. All right. So basically, so I'm going to use this as an example on how to use the close trade, the close trade button. Again, like I said, I restricted it to taking just 3 trades. I'm not taking 10 trades. I'm not taking 10 trades. The bot can take 20, 200 trades, 150 trades. In fact, depending on what your capital can take. The more the trades, the more it's easy for the bot to recover. But let's leave that for another day. So, I mean, you can take it. So I restricted it to 3 trades. If it were to be more than 3 trades, it will have closed it on profit at this right here, right here. Okay. So we're going. All right. Okay. Now let me show you something that I want to do. Okay. Oh, good. It's closed on profit. All right. So, but it's fine. So far for the month of August, we are currently on $49. You've made back what you used to buy the bot, and you know you're good to go. You can now say, okay, I've made back part of my investment. Because if you are buying the bot, you are definitely investing uh, in the bot. If you were to have more than 3 trades, we would have surpassed 544. By now, you would have made back your capital. You would have made back, no, I mean that's too fast. You would have made back at least half of your capital if I was using a 10 trade, but it means you will have more drawdowns compared to if you just use 3 trades. So I want to restrict it to 3 for the sake of this. You can try it out on your own. You can try out 10 on your own to see how it performs. I'm not sure we have the luxury of time this night to do that. Okay. Again, for those that are joining, I'm going to reiterate. We are using 1 hour as our time frame for analysis. So you are telling the trading bot, use 1 hour as your analysis. Analyze the one hour time frame, and then enter on the lower time frame 5 minutes. So the result will be different, and the bot is targeting $1 per candle. And I said, gold is crazy. You can go beyond that. You can say, okay, fine, because it's gold, I want to target $10 per candle. You can do 2 things. You can increase the volume, that's the lot size of what you're trading, or you can decide to or you can decide to say, I'll increase the TP, the take profit. So it depends. It's just all what you want to do. All right. So far, it hasn't picked any trade. Please, what details are you talking about? Be precise. I have a lot of details on the board. I've reiterated some of the things I said. So what details? Okay, the non-aggressive detail. I already said it earlier in the stream that for the okay, perfect. Oh my god, that was fast. Good lord. Okay, now I'm saying for the aggressive settings, right? You go to lower time frame. You can use okay. I will show the settings maybe after I'm done. You can use the timed in the input session. There's a place that says you can add the time frame for trend analysis. So right there you can have your bot. You can set it to 5 minutes, so it will be analyzing the 5-minute trend. Now in the 5-minute trend, you will get more movement. You will get more trading movement. But the truth of the matter is that you have more noise. You have more noise in the lower time frame. So the higher time frame is way better, although it won't take trade as much, but you can be more guaranteed that, okay, I can bank on the results of that particular time frame. So if I'm using my entry as 5 minutes and my trend for analysis is also 5 minutes, that is aggressive. In fact, you can be more aggressive by going down to 1 minute. All right, so let me pause it. For instance, so far so good. Between the month of August 1 to August 11th, you have made 613. So you've made the monthly profit of 103. Now here's the thing for someone who is trading as an investor. I'm not someone who wants to, there are money you risk and there are money you grow. So for someone who wants to grow the capital, I think I'm okay for that month. But of course, of course, you can use the bot throughout the month too. What I can do, maybe withdraw my profit and whatnot, but it's all good. It's all good. I'm just saying. So back to James's question about the aggressive, non-aggressive bot. So for the aggressive, right? The aggressive is that you go to lower time frame and you use your trend analysis on the lower time frame. But for the non-aggressive and conservative, your time frame for analysis will be 1 hour. It's in the input tab, and your entry will be 5 minutes. And if you want to make it less aggressive for the entry, you can make your entry 15 minutes. It will be less aggressive. All right. So basically that is that for this. All right. Let's say I want to close this trade. Let me use the function. I will let it just okay, come down in profit a little bit. Okay, I'm currently in profit. Let's say 35 cents. If you click on this close trade, it closes all of the trade at a time. All right. So I want to believe I've answered James's question. And yep. Okay, now we're good again. So again, no trend, despite the fact that the ADX is 53%. 53%. But there is no trend. It doesn't dictate any trend on the 1 hour. So except it detects the trend on the 1 hour time frame, it will not take the trade. All right. So basically, that's how the bot works. So far for the month of August, we've made 128. I know you've made the profit from what you made from the bot, $50, and you made 129. Way more than pro. But of course, I know many of us are treating it as a business, which is very good. I need you to treat it as a business, but it's fine. So we're trading. That's what forex market entails. Sometimes you want to double it up and whatnot, but it's probably okay. All right, I believe I've answered James's question. Yeah, we're still going. Today is the 12th of August. So like I said, when you see me post the result on the channel, you post, this is exactly how it happens, real life. At the end of the day, I post the result for you to see. Sometimes overnight, I post the result for you to see. This is how the bot really works. Now, again, for the non-aggressive, James, what you can do is you can also reduce the number of trades. If you noticed, this bot is not taking more than 3 trades. Maximum of 3 trades. So to recover from the previous loss, it doesn't take more than 3 trades. So you can set that in the input settings, where you can set it to be 3, 4, 5, 10, as much as you want. So I suggest minimum of 3, maximum of 10. For 10 is still aggressive, all right? Yeah, I guess we're still going. Yeah, I believe we are going. So please, can you still hear me, guys? Okay, I guess you can still hear me. Okay, so no trend. The market is ranging according to 1 hour. There is no clear trend. And let's see how far we can get. I just want to do for the month of August through to today's date, September 12th. So one thing I can do again for this kind of setup is I can increase my lot size. I can increase it to 0.03 or 0.02. Of course, it's quite similar to trading 10 trades, but you get more profit and it's more reliable. You will have made your profit back. You will have made your capital back if that is what you did. If you had used 0.03, you would have made your capital back, because this would be 3 times 3, 390, 400. Yeah, will have been on 700 or maybe on 900 by now. So you can do that on your own in the weekend. Tomorrow is Saturday. Take that, watch this video all over again, and learn, see how it works. Do the back testing. As a trader, if you are going to use a bot, you should learn to do the back testing. So do the back testing and whatnot. Okay, we're still going. Yeah, I can fast forward this, but I guess I want to wait till August 20th, because there was a news on August 20th, and the news really affected a lot of people because I got a lot of DM that day about the bot, trading against trend. It's just because they haven't learned how to use the bot. So I will just do that today and I'll let you see. Okay, we still can't pick a trend. So we still cannot pick a trend because we're on 1 hour, which is totally fine. I'm okay with it. If I buy a bot that returns without me lifting a finger, that all I did was to install it and let it take trade, and it takes my account from 500 to 650, I think I'm okay. Really, I think I'm okay with it. So, uh, we're still going. I'm going to fast forward it to August 20th. So, um, August, because that was the day quite a lot of people had issues with the bot. Okay, this is August 12th, August 19. Okay, yeah, maybe it was fast. Yeah, the way fast forwarding works is that it will just forward it down and moves it back as fast as it can to that date. All right. So basically, you can let your question come in, ask me your questions that you have while we're at it. I'll take your questions. Uh, yeah, I'll take your questions. So this is the day. This is one of the times where the bot had issues before closing trade. Oh, perfect. Here is it. Oh, I think we're there. All right. So this very day, the bot held to the trade for quite long, even though it still closed in profit. All right, it did close in profit. I remember. All right, so pay attention. It closed in profit, but a lot of people panicked and whatnot. But it still did close in profit. But there was a particular day on the 20th where gold had a very crazy news, and yeah, I think this is the dreadful day. And gold ran away that day. It was moving wild, moving mad because of the policy that I think Donald Trump implemented against China, and it led to a lot of whatnot. So I guess this is the day. All right. So what you can do on a day like this, because you can see you are still looking at it, it's a downtrend, and it says no trend, meaning the bot is going to recover and whatnot. But the moment you see it, you see the bot flying away, and you set a 5% daily drawdown, it ought to have hit your 5% daily drawdown and take you out of the trade and whatnot. Wait for the next day, like we configured the bot to do. But many people, you can leave it if it's still under 5. So what I would do for myself, or in this case, how did this unfold? I remember I did not close on. Okay, it did. Oh, fine. Then this is not the day. There's another one where it didn't close like this, and because of the news, it ran away. I mean, gold just went flying. Okay, still going. Um, all right. I think this is it. Yeah, not yet. Oh my god. I'm not sure, but I need to know which one of the trade is it. Almost there. Oh, we closed on profit again. Good lord. Okay. Is it this? August 20? Yup. Oh, yeah. What? Yeah, this was a funny day, really. Where is it? Can you see? It was sort of a manipulation here. Even in the back testing, it was still a manipulation. This is where the TP is. And it did not close on the TP. That's very crazy. All right, I remember this day very well. So what I can do in this case, but it's still downtrend and it's strong. So let's just continue with the trade, right? Let's just continue with the trade. But I think I remember this was where gold started flying, and it did not wait. It was that bad, particularly for those who had a lot of positions opened and whatnot. All right, yeah, it started flying. It started flying. So here's the issue: when you see things like this, and maybe you've held on to the trade for quite a while, and your losses is getting accumulated, what you can do is simply use the close all button and close it all, and the bot already knows that okay, I think I'm done. All right, yeah, this is it. Okay, yeah, this is the point in time where it happened. So what I can do is I can just hit on this close all button. When I hit on it, it closes all the trades. Come on, what's going on? Oh, it's paused. Okay, yeah, fine. It was paused, so that's why I didn't close it. So once I close on profit, I'm still on profit, right? Because I know the trend has changed. There was a news in the market, and the whole thing is hanging on to those trade. So I close it on. I close it purposely, and I just wanted to do this. All right. So you can use the close off feature when you see that the moment you see that the no, the moving average says no clear trend, the market trend says no clear trend. Now you see started buying again. But if we had not closed, it would have held on to those trades. All right. So again, it started trading on the higher time frame because we already closed it here. Okay. So I think I'll just fast forward it to today's date, so we can save the time because it's already getting, you know, more than 1 hour is bad. It's best to just have it. It's best to just have it. Okay. So this very trade, I'm currently holding on to it, but no clear trend in the market. So you can just decide. Now, if it were to be uh, the 10 maximum drawdown stuff, it would have closed on profit. All right. So between August 20th and 21st, it was really, really, really crazy in the market. Now, let me show you something. If we had not closed this trade right from here, maybe you didn't close it with either with your daily drawdown or because I don't use the close all feature, it will have held to the trade right from here and keep holding on because that's what the bot will do. it won't close it. It will just hold on to it, and of course, expecting the price to come around to where it left. So basically, we're still going, and I didn't want to close this as well because so with 5% drawdown, you're still going to make a lot of profit if you use this particular setup. We're still going. All right. Let me just fast forward it to. All right. Let me fast forward it to this day. Okay, so it was quite a cinema this very day. It was quite a cinema because gold was going haywire. So what you can, another thing you can do is you can close it at the 5% drawdown and just observe the market. But yeah, we're good. For some with a good capital, you're actually very, very good to go. Uptrend. So I'm holding on because every indication says uptrend, even though it may be weak, it's still uptrend. Yeah. But once I have, let's say I have a 5% drawdown and I don't want to hold on to this trade too long, what I can do is I can close it. I can use let me use the feature again, the close off feature, and if you are using 0.03, you can expect to have times 3 of this of the trades you are on. So this is 11% drawdown, and I want to hold on to it. I mean, just for the sake of the fact that I was witnessing this live when it happened. But let me show you something. This was where we closed the trade the other time. It means that the price actually came back to close it there. It means the 1 hour was eventually correct. The price came down to close it here, but you may not have enough capital to hold it from this point 3327 up onto this point. You may not have that enough capital to do that. So it's best to just close it, or you set the daily drawdown. And sometimes if you hold on to those trades, you will miss out in all the opportunities you're supposed to have in the market. So for example, it's going back up and whatnot, but you can easily leverage on other things, So eventually he closed it at this very place. So if you had held on to those trades, it will have closed on profit eventually, but you don't have the capital to hold on to that trade that long or that much. So should I close it? But I think there is no trend, really. There is no trend. It broke down the same. So the price was now big. I remember vividly because price was now rallying around this place and whatnot. So and again, let me pause to say, if I had used the 10 trades, it will have closed it at about this point, because that was one of the big accounts I was handling closed at this point. Right. As a trader, you see, so basically, I'm not sure anyone remembers when I posted this on Instagram that day. I know on Telegram that day, just before the news, that very news. All right. So it's closed on profit, and we're good to go. And that's gold market for you. Gold can be very crazy. This was when gold now hit the all-time high. It was an absolute cinema. Was it this time? I can't remember. But let's fast forward it a little bit to the 30th and see how we're doing. I want to fast forward it. Oh my god, I made a mistake. I was supposed to fast forward it to August 30th, but it's fine. Let's just fast forward it and end the stream. All right. Okay. Yeah. So for that month, we've made 154 because we held some trade long, which is, I mean, conservative settings. You make back your capital in 3 months. Yeah, give or take, you make back your capital in 3 months. So again, you see the same thing. And many times when things like this happen, it's just the broker's manipulation. The issue is not with the bot. When you have your bot is supposed to take the TP, it did not take the TP, it's your broker's manipulation. I mean, I can tell you guaranteed. I have a video of that I recorded earlier this morning. 4 of the accounts that I'm managing, and 3 of them closed on profit, and the other one was holding to the trade. It didn't close. That was very funny, really. It was very funny. All right. Again, if you're going to use the 10% or the 10 position, it will have closed on profit. Okay, this was when gold started flying, and then it made the profit and whatnot. So, but this is it. I'm just taking 3 trades. I'm not taking more than 3 trades on this particular test. So I mean the maximum trade is 3. Maximum trade is 3. We've hit 700, and means for the month of August we made about 200, give or take. And then for September, this is the September 1st. All right. Okay. Now I'm moving the cursor so that you can see the trades, how it's taking the trade and whatnot. So just don't get it twisted. So again, when you see things like this and you don't have enough capital, you can just set your daily drawdown to 5%. Once you hit your 5%, it takes you out, but you know, you can short to. So it keeps trading, the bots keep trading, it keeps trading. And that is why we are doing this live stream, to have a transparency. We hit 800 already. We should hit 800. Okay. Perfect. 799. Okay. Gold hit the all-time high here. I remember this day too. And then another all-time high because it got to 36. So 6% drawdown, 7%. You would have been closed out by this time. If you had done this, you would have been closed out. All right. So gold came down, and you know, it was all very messy that very day. It was very messy. Okay. Still going. So remember, I started this account with 500 August 2nd, August 1st. Yeah, August 1st. Okay. August 5th. I mean September 5th. So I just need to fast forward this thing so we can end the live stream. I'm already getting tired. I'm already getting bored. Okay. All right. But remember, I would have closed the trade if I was managing this account, and I'm trying to grow it to 1K, because it's best not to hold on to trades for long. Or maybe I'll just set my daily drawdown to that amount. I'll set my daily drawdown to 5%. So once it's 5%, it closes me out, and I'll wait for the next opportunity. But you can show a guarantee to have more wins than the losses. So for the month of September already we've made 157. So sometimes it depends on the movement, and this is a very conservative settings. All right. For the gold hit another all-time high. This is this week. Interesting. Yeah, this is this week. Where it hit another all-time high. So I guess I was supposed to close this trade. And okay, nah. Okay, all right. Okay, we're closer to the end of the stream. Those who are watching, thank you for staying till this time. Thank you, and I guess we're coming to the end of the stream. Okay. So for the month of July, for the month of September, we are for the first 2 weeks, we already made $200 from 500. So currently our capital is 883 from 500 that we funded. I guess we should be able to hit 1K because there was quite a lot of movement in the gold market between last week and this week. Of course, it's supposed to hit 900, maybe not 1K, but fair enough. So guys, this is it. I will send these settings to the VIP group. If you want it and you think you're comfortable with it, I'll send it. It takes maximum of 3 trades, and this is thanks to a guy called Barend. Barend was the one who experimented with this. If he's watching this, shout out to you, guy, for making use of our product that much. And we're proud to have someone like that who can experiment with what they have, with the product that they have, and whatnot. So basically, okay, and we're done. Finally, we're done. So throughout, we funded between August 1 and September 12th. That's today's date. It moved 500 to 932. It almost doubled it, right? So let's look at the results. The results says a lot. Can you see? So there are losses, but it doesn't mean you won't be profitable. All right. So this is the graph. The graph was quite straight on. This was where we closed in loss. So, but you see, if you're looking at a strategy, one of the things you look out for in the graph is how steep it is. So this is very steep. Can you see this is 500 as the equity, and we doubled or almost doubled it, but still fine to say we doubled it, right? Okay, so and then for the report, the profit factor is 4.39, which is one of the best out there for such a grid martingale. And note, we did not use the martingale. We just used the regular settings. And the test modeling quality is 90%, which is fine. 100% fine. All right. The expected payoff is 0.81. Gross loss was 123. Relative drawdown is 203. That is 28% of what we have at the end of the day. That's 800. Okay, 900 plus. That was the relative drawdown. While the absolute drawdown is 25. Now 25 is just the least, which is very fine. Relative drawdown means from the how do I explain this? Now when you have an account and you have 500 and you move the 500 to 600 and you have a drawdown from 600 to 400, that's a relative drawdown, that's 200. But absolute drawdown is your real capital's drawdown before you make profit. So let's say for relative drawdown would be 400 and 200, and absolute drawdown will be 100. So basically the absolute drawdown is quite good, encouraging this time around because we used a more conservative settings. Yeah, total profit trade 445, loss of trade 75, just 14%. Consecutive loss is 4. Yeah, consecutive win is 27, consecutive win 1. So I mean basically this is all good. This is all. So I'll send these settings to the VIP channel if you have not procured the bot, you can have access to the VIP channel. So I strongly believe that. So this is what the August looks like. August and September looks like. I don't have the time to test the BTC today. Maybe some other time I'll test it out on BTC and show you how it performs. I mean, thank you for joining the stream. It was great having you. You can reach out to our support. We'll always attend to you there anytime you want to have questions. The support is ready to attend to you. Right? Thank you guys for joining. See you some other time.